Coin on.
Hello, YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert, with CoinOp. Today, in our year in review, we are going to do the year 1969. Now, I got a request from Scott's Woodworking, and Anthony's sister, his late sister, was also born in 1969. So, a special shout out to Anthony Goodley, and I hope that you enjoy this video. And also, this is the birth year of my dear sweet wife, Flordelina, which I love so much, and you guys have seen her in little clips from here and there. However, there was a lot going on that year, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I really enjoy doing them. I get to learn about some of the history that I may have forgotten about, but we have a lot to get through on this video. So if you want your birth year done, I know you may have said it in the past, but I'm only looking at the last video that I've done for comments. I apologize for some of you who may have put it in there 2 and 3 times. I'm just trying to get through them as I see 2 or 3 people with the same birth year so we can lump them all together and we're just having fun. I really enjoy doing these, I really do. So I hope you take in the description below, put your birth year, and I'll do a little research. If I don't get to it to the next video, just keep watching. We will take, and I will get to them eventually. I really like doing this, like I said, and I want to take it. I think I'm going to continue doing them in an effort to take and just to have a little bit of fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the history along with the varieties and errors that may come up. Now, if you know somebody who has a year that they would like me to review, feel free to say something about that as well. Well, let's take it. I'll tell you what, let's look at some of the things happening in the year 1969, and I'll be back to talk a little bit, and then we'll look some coins as well. So, let's get started. In 1969, a price of an ounce of gold was $41.28. And if you took and needed a gallon of gas, it was 35 cents. Automobiles would cost you roughly $3,270. Now, I took and had a picture of a Roadrunner because I used to own a 1969 Roadrunner and I thought it was cute. Moving on, a gallon of milk would cost you $1.10. A dozen eggs would cost you 62 cents, and a loaf of bread would cost you 23 cents. Now, I also found a picture of the price of some food from 1969, and I just thought I would share it with you. If you was to take and get a house in 1969, a new one would cost you about $15,500, with an average cost of a house being sold being $4,640. Other things going on in 1969, we had Woodstock. That's right, from August 15th to the 18th of 1969, a bunch of young kids took and went to Bethel, New York to hear a bunch of singers at the time. The Who was there, Janis Joplin, CCR, Grateful Dead, Santana, Cosby, Stills, Nash, and the headliner was Jimi Hendrix. They had a wonderful time. Another thing that was going on in the year 69 was the first man on the moon in the Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins were the first 3 up there, with Neil Armstrong making the first step on the moon. In today's market, coins from 1969 can be quite valuable. Here's a 1969 Denver Kennedy half dollar. In 6/9 of 19, an NGC 67 example sold for $15,600. The Washington quarter for 69, also at Denver, took and had an RPM number 1 that you can find these in mint sets if you look. So if you have a mint set, I would suggest you take it out and you look for them. The RPM number 1 in a 63 only gives you about $46. Now in a mint state 66, you can expect to get $250 for one of these examples. I'd get out my mint sets and look if I was you. I've found a few of them. And while you're at it, look at the dime as well, because the 1969 Denver has a Roosevelt dime with the RPM number 1. It also is in mint sets, and you can find them. I found several of these. If you're lucky to have found one, a Mint State 63 example will get you about $20, whereas a Mint State 66 will get you $275. Again, I have found a few of these. They definitely are in the mint sets, so if I was you and you had a 69 mint set, I would be getting them out and taking a look. Now, although I do not have a variety for the 1969 Denver Jefferson nickel, a Mint State 65 full step on 8 9 of 16 sold at the Stackton and Bowers auction for $35,000. If I was you, I'd get out some rolls of 69Ds and I'd be looking for that. I know if I ever get a roll, I'll be looking. Although this next coin needs no true introduction, it's the 1969 San Francisco Lincoln cent with the double die obverse. It's the 101. It's in the Cherry Picker's Guide. I'm going to be showing you some of the close-up pictures of this as we go through a little bit of the history of this coin. This double die was under a great deal of controversy when it was first discovered. This is due to the fact that there was an attempt at that time to produce a 1969 Philadelphia double die. And as part of the investigation into the counterfeiting efforts of the prosecution for the case, the genuine 69 San Francisco cents were initially confiscated by the Secret Service and the United States Mint. Ultimately, the 1969 S double die cents were deemed to be genuine and they were returned to their owners. Can you imagine finding one of these and somebody came and took it away? And I guess you had to wait months in order to get them back. However, this is what they had to go through back then. Now, if you happen to find an example of this, even as low as a VF35, you can expect to get $13,000 for it. But if you get all the way up into a Mint State 64 red, you can expect $126,000 for the coin. Heritage took in on January of 2008, sold one. It was a 64 red. And also in March of 2018, Stack's Bowers took in at the Baltimore show. They also sold one at $126,000. It's guesstimated that there's approximately 100 of these that have taken and gotten out of the mint. However, I do know for a fact they seem to come up about once every 4 or 5 years, with a couple of them being found within the last 3 or 4 years. So they're out there. I would suggest that you get rolls and you search them. I promise you, if you get an original bank wrap roll that has never been searched, your chances are just as good as anybody. And for the payout of $125,000 for a 64, I'd definitely go for it. I did happen to notice that there is a Mint State 66 in the pop report. It has just never come up for sale. I don't know. I would think that could bring a lot of money. There was a total of 544,375,000 of them minted in 1969 from San Francisco. So I'm certain not all of them have been searched yet. So I would say yes, your chances are better than the lottery that you could find one. Good luck and happy hunting. And there you have it. There's a little bit of history and a few varieties and errors and even normal coins that you can be searching for in the year 1969. I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor and I hope you hit the like. If you're not a subscriber, we hope you subscribe. We intend to do more of this series to where we will look for you, the subscribers, birth year, find a little bit of history out. Hopefully it'll bring back some good memories about when you was born and just, I don't know, little tidbits from here and there. I don't know. I am very much enjoying them. I really am. So I hope you are too. If you're not a subscriber, we hope you subscribe to our channel. If you hit the bell, we have an auction every Wednesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we are going to update it to where you'll have to pre qualify by sending a payment to the PayPal, just so that we know, because we only ship to the United States of America. We're not that big. This is just a small operation that me and my lovely wife, Flordelina, takes and operates out of. I do want to let everyone know as well, on July the 16th, 17th, and 18th, Sharonville Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio is going to be having a big coin show. Now, it'll open to the public from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those 3 days. Early bird passes are available. If you want, get a hold of me and I'll try and explain that to you. I think they're $50 or $75 for early bird. I'm not certain about that. dealer setup is, I'm not even certain about that yet. I haven't gotten all that information yet, but I will continue to update you as we go along. Now, I did want to mention my wife told me that we landed and conquered the moon in 1969. However, Miss Universe was won by the Philippines, and she's very proud of that. Most Filipinos are proud of that. So I just thought I'd mention that, and maybe I'll throw a little picture here at the end of this here to show you a picture of the Miss Universe 1969. I thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making this one here. Take care. Have a fun and safe week. And as I always like to say, folks, happy hunting.